The Hogs close out the regular season inside a pumped-up Bud Walton Arena. And you got a top 25 team in town. Chris Jansen, John Calipari getting together. As we put a bow on this regular season, one of the SEC's finer scorers, Josh Hubbard, and the Bulldogs are in town to close out the regular season. So here's how things have shaken out to this point. Auburn, of course, regular season champs. There they are at 15-2. Mississippi State would love a win today to get to 500 in league play before the tournament next week. And Arkansas, a lot on the line today. More on that in just a moment with Nashville's finest, Ron Slay, former Vols All-American Kevin Fitzgerald with you. So this Arkansas team, they have played a lot better basketball since February 1st. One more win today against a quality-ranked club could really go a long way as it pertains to tournament implications for this Arkansas team.
Absolutely. 7 is the cutoff as far as your conversation for even talking about the tournament. 8, you're firmly planted inside the NCAA tournament. Today you have that opportunity. You got to go get it done.
That's a conversation we've had since the start of this season. It felt like 8 league wins in this vaunted SEC this year would really go a long way in terms of whether or not you're in the NCAA tournament. Our bracketologist, Joe Lunardi, he's got him on the bubble. But he does say right now Arkansas's resume is good enough to say they are a projected 11 seed. And again, you've got one more big-time opportunity here to close out the regular season before we flip that calendar to postseason play next week. Charged up environment here inside Bud Walton Arena. Great crowd, one of the better home court advantages in the SEC. And here is Trevin Brazile on the opening possession, trying to pick up where he left off in a great win against Vanderbilt on Tuesday.
And it's good to see Brazile back with that confidence, not hesitating to let the shot go.
Riley Kugel has lifted his scoring average of late. He is in Chris Jansen's starting 5. And as we mentioned before, Josh Hubbard, he is the all-conference centerpiece in that starting 5, goes for about 18 a game. Meanwhile, this has been the look for Arkansas the last couple of weeks. They're without Adu Thero. Again, he remains day-to-day, week-to-week, whatever you want to call it. There is no timetable for his return. And so that is the starting unit once again for the Hogs, as they have won 3 out of their last 4. There's a foul there on the drive in.
Yeah, and that Arkansas team, this Arkansas team with an anomaly loss. When you look at what South Carolina did, I think they went in with their guards down a little bit, got hit in the mouth and never responded, but they did go back and get a big-time victory against a team like Vanderbilt on the road, so they can grow. They have plenty of room of it. You got to understand it's something to play for every single game when you reach this point in the season.
Yeah, they want to close out this season strong. DJ Wagner lost it on the way in, so the timer is at 9. And you saw that image of Adu Thero. He is the junior from Pennsylvania who has thrived this year in his career season. He is now missing his 4th straight game due to that hyperextended left knee.
A guy that can really go get it. You needed a lot of pieces to kind of step up and fill his void, and they've been able to do it so far.
So the dynamic 7-foot Croatian draws the foul with 2.3 on the timer, and he was in the act of shooting. So Zvonimir Ivisic is going to the line.
Well, I'm going to tell you this right now, Kel. Big Z is always in the act of shooting. That's something that he does quite well, whether he's making it or not. The big fella's going to put it up. You got to understand, man, to be able to start quick if you're Big Z, that leads to a lot of good things. Also, Brazile being able to start fast. So you see where the first 2 attempts have come from. Brazile with the corner 3 and Big Z posting up. Coach Cal understands his guys to be able to get them going.
His game has been as flashy lately as Coach Cal's jacket today. That's a great look, by the way,
That jacket was A1 right there. He's challenging Buzz Williams, Damian Fishback. I'm telling you, he's putting them all on shame right now. I see you, Coach Cal.
You're throwing Fishback in the car.
Oh, you got to be in there.
You're holding your teammate accountable.
Yeah.
I see how it is.
It's March Madness, baby.
Davis knocked that one away. Ivisic could not locate it. And so a fortuitous bounce here for Mississippi State. Hubbard offline on his first look. Melendez gets it right back to the productive starter. That's Michael Nwoko. Nwoko goes up, left it short.
Yeah, trying to shoot over the tall trees. Good job by Big Z staying vertical to make it a difficult shot for Nwoko.
He is the 7-foot 5-man on the floor. Here's Brazile, very versatile game. He stepped out of bounds And that time stumbled there on that first dribble, so ball back to Mississippi State.
That's always challenging, catch it in the corner to be able to take that explosive dribble. You always used to putting a foot back and then exploding out. You got to kind of be already lower and then be able to go out.
Brazil had the great game of the win Tuesday against Vandy. Arkansas's won 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
What have they done better the last month and a half to close out the season?
I think just playing with intention. The intention that they play with, the effort and energy, is something that I thought was lacking. When I talk about intention, as you see Hubbard get there and not be able to finish the easy basket, Brazil, one arm and a long rebound. Wow.
Had 14 rebounds on Tuesday in that win against Vandy.
You see why.
Wagner with the crossover. It was falling, had to get rid of it. And that is the second sequence there where an Arkansas player steps out of bed. Do we repaint the line over there or something?
I'm telling you, those are the details. Like when you're in practice, those balls are swung, and you're just casually going through, and you're not used to understanding where you are on the basketball court. But when you talk about Arkansas, what have they been doing? They've had guys like Carter Knox be able to step up. Billy Richmond is a guy that's been key, and I think paying attention to what the game plan is.
There's a foul, count the basket, and Cam Matthews is headed back to the free throw line. The savvy veteran has got the Bulldogs on the board.
Now, this is a guy right here that I want to have so much more. As you see, a 4-5 interior pass right here, and him getting the guys up on their feet. Coach Jans explained pregame that stay down and be disciplined. Show the ball. They want to block your shot. Even though they're 7 foot, they're leapers. So stay down and get yourself, gather up, go into the body, and finish, as you saw Cam Matthews do right there.
It's the catch-22. They're a top 10 shot blocking team in the nation, but then you know they're aggressive, looking to swat that shot. Wagner off the screen, bounce pass to Ivisic, got it to go.
Show your footwork, big fella. He said he wanted to dance in March, and he did a 1-2 step right there. Great pivot by Big Z.
Yeah, Ivisic, again, with all these injuries, no Boogie Flan since mid-January. Thero's been out the last couple of games. Ivisic has increased his scoring load. There was a foul on the drive in, and that's the second on Trevin Brazil.
Yeah, and that's tough because we talked about him. Why has he played so well lately? He started fast. These 2 fouls give him an opportunity to go to the bench and have to watch the game. So it stunts his growth as far as the game goes. Jonas Adu coming off the bench, a 7-footer for 7-footer. Don't miss much.
Brazil was ready to sit down before the first free throw. Coach said, hey, I haven't subbed you out yet.
Yeah, what are you doing?
But Jonas Adu, all-conference second-teamer from a season ago,
and all
will take his place. Yep.
So you add that on, you're not missing anything outside of the leaping ability. We may not get to see Adu do a walking one-hand windmill in the game like we saw Brazil do in Vandy, but he will be able to anchor the defense and be able to stretch it to about 15 feet.
That was a monster jam.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, total, that's on the top 5 list, dunks of the year.
Every bit of it.
But he has to sit down now, and so you wonder how the rest of the day will play out. Adu, number 9 in the white on the floor. Ivisic has all 4 for the Hogs in their regular season and home finale. Trying to close out this regular season strong. That's an easy foul on Kugel. And so that is the 3rd team foul on these Bulldogs. So there is the 54-year-old from Fairbank, Iowa. He has won just about everywhere he has been. And this Mississippi State team, they are seeking their 3rd straight NCAA tournament appearance. Last time the program did that, 2 decades ago.
Wow.
So there has been some great stability since Jans and his staff took over a few years ago.
Yeah, really good. He also tries to get his players to reflect his attitude and energy, that blue-collar work ethic. And when they do, there's always a great result. You got to do it consistently.
Defense in the DNA of his team. So there is the aforementioned Knox. After the miss, Adu gets his team a new 20. Wagner, drive and kick. He can stretch it. Ivisic can't hit it, though. And then you got a couple of players get tangled up. Claudell Harris is he might not get the fortuitous whistle here. I believe they just whistled him for the foul. Adu went down.
He's getting into his body right there, but you keep driving and you see the little bit of a hold. Adu falling, not being able to keep his ground, gives you an opportunity as an official to call the foul. Great officiating crew right here. Joe Lindsay out here leading this bunch. I'm telling you, that guy right there, he don't give an inch. I had him when I was a player, and he's still out here not giving guys an inch. Gonna call it fair and square all the way down the line.
Couple of calls didn't go your way, it sounds like. A couple of decades ago.
Could you hear that in my voice?
Oh, Nwoko, count it. and the foul. So there's the second potential three-point play here for Mississippi State in the early minutes.
So you see the contrast of offenses right now. Arkansas taking outside shots, Mississippi State trying to get into the paint and being successful getting into the lane. Great pass from Hubbard, a shooter, being a playmaker right there. Cam Matthews, high-low, opened up the backside for Nwoko to go up and finish against a 7-footer. That's another foul on a big 7-footer. So great job right there being able to attack the bigs.
So that's already 3 team fouls on Arkansas. These will be the third and fourth free throws. Or making the fourth and fifth, pardon me, for Mississippi State, a team that does quite often pound the paint.
Yeah.
So Nwoko hits the free throw, but he takes a seat, and their very versatile sixth-man Keyshawn Murphy is in.
Now, I'm telling you right now, Nwoko has started this game off really, really good, going inside. But the substitution that just came in, he's up for Sixth Man of the Year this year and most improved. Keyshawn Murphy is a guy that really has expanded his game, really getting busy, and Damian Fishback will let me know that.
Davis connects for
Nelly
distance.
knocking down. Nelly Davis, he's the guy that's also, Kevin, that's been able to step up with the absence of Boogie Fland, Thiero going down. He's really picked his game up.
21 points in the win Tuesday against Vandy. Matthews is able to get close range there. Instead, feeds it out. Harris, the step back 3 offline, new 20. Matthews not going to waste the opportunity underneath. There is a foul, though, before the block. And so Matthews is at the line when we return. You can already feel it. High intensity, high energy building, and start to this game. It's a 1-point lead for Mississippi State. Arkansas, as we thought and as we expected, has gotten better as this year has played out. Slay, they've won 6 out of their last 10. They're 6-4 since the calendar flipped to February. And then you zoom in a little further. The offense, a bit more prolific of late. They went for 85 in 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, and listen, take this the right way. When Boogie Fland went out, I thought it was going to be addition by subtraction. And not statistically, but as far as moving guys back, DJ went back to the point guard where he's used to. Carter Knox got inserted and more responsibility put on his shoulders. Nelly Davis moved back to the 2-guard spot. So you open these guys back to go up to their natural positions, and it's kind of worked out for them.
Fland has been out since mid-January. You saw it previously that Arkansas playing its 4th straight game now without its leading scorer, Adu Thiero. And so they might only play, they're probably only going to play 7 players today. That's it.
Yeah. You know what's funny about that, Kev? That used to be the recipe for college basketball or any basketball. Once you get it tight and you start to go down the end part of the season, you kind of narrow your bench and your rotation to 7 guys. Because of the conference being so deep, guys are playing 8, 9, 10 guys, and it's almost frowned upon. But this can be done when you get out of conference and in this NCAA tournament, you're back to playing teams that have shortened their rotation.
And we are right there, tournament time around the corner. Final day of the regular season. We got the quintuple header, by the way, on the network. Several other big games. Auburn, Alabama will close out their schedule in a couple of hours here. So after the miss, this is Claudell Harris, and that is a good start for the shooter Harris. Knocks down the triple.
That's a heck of a start for Claudell Harris. You need guys like him, Melendez, to be able to get buckets.
Yeah, there's Richmond. You were singing his praises before.
I love his game. Billy Richmond brings so much energy to the game. It's not going to be quantified in stats, but I promise you, when you look at the tape, Billy Richmond is in, and plus minus is going to be big.
Freshman from Memphis. Did you coach his AAU team?
No, I wish I know his dad. I know his dad. His dad was a hell of a player too, but he's a chip off the old block, man, and can get it done.
Your former players are littered about this league. Here's Matthews, not known for the three-point prowess, and he knocks it down.
Cam Matthews knock him down. That's what it's about in March right there. You get the surprise. You don't put a hand up because you think he's a non-shooter, and guess what he does? Just does what the guy's supposed to do.
Slay's played 5 years. He's made 23 three-pointers now.
Well, I guess you can't get in trouble for not closing out, huh?
So after the miss, here comes Mississippi State with a 6-point edge. Hubbard wide open. Offline that time. Matthews could not get a grip on it. And Arkansas looking for a response here.
Now, Arkansas got to do a better job of knowing who the shooters are. Josh Hubbard's the wrong person to leave open.
Wagner on the attack, draws the foul, count the basket.
Well, speaking of people's pops, they got game where you can go a little further back. DJ Wagner's grandfather had the game as he finished. But look at Cam Matthews. What does he do? Knock him down, Jonas say do. But Wagner, I love when he's at the high pick and roll or anything in the middle of the floor. The middle third, that's his operating zone. He can get busy right there.
The reliable sophomore from New Jersey. He's got his first basket at the line for one more. Matthews takes a seat. R.J. Melendez on the floor for the Bulldogs. You know, it's the 14, 3 assists. You saw the steals as well, but 0 turnovers in that win Tuesday against Vandy. We can zoom in a little further on that point as well. He has looked a bit more comfortable the last month and a half.
Absolutely, and the more you're out there, the experience, it all starts to come back. You got to think where he was at Kentucky last year. He was splitting time. You had Reed Dillingham and Reed, I'll just put two people together, Reed Shepherd and Rob Dillingham. They both were potent scorers, though, but he had to split time with a lot of guys. Now, with Boogie Flan going down, he's the operator.
Hubbard might have gotten fouled there. He did, so somebody caught a piece of the arm, and Hubbard is at the line for 3.
Now, Hubbard is a guy that can bait you into doing a lot right here. A little bit of a kick of a leg right here, but, I mean, hey, the referees called it. They know what to do. It's a tough job to do, especially officiating a guy that jumps that high and elevates like that on his jump shot. Hubbard, prolific scorer, and I guess prolific foul receiver.
Well, a lot of his points come out of the line, but
that's
so
right.
That's the second on Knox. So they get Knox getting him on the shooting arm there.
That's tough.
So Mississippi State has been very effective at the line already. And they're now 7 out of 8. Hubbard, one of the better free throw shooters in the league.
So when you talk about Arkansas with that short rotation, this is when it can come back to bite you.
Yeah.
When you start to get in foul trouble early like this, you're starting to get people not normal rotations as far as guys playing together. You insert this lineup in, Jonas Adu and Big Z are fine. Billy Richmond is used to giving a rest to DJ Wagner. But now they have to play together. We'll see how this all coexists.
And that's 2 starters that are on the bench now with 2 fouls, Knox and Brazil.
Yep.
So Ivisic back on the floor. Again, that's the 7. We do not expect to see anything deeper than this. So you got the 5 out there for Arkansas, then the 2 starters on the bench with 2 each. Wagner trying to separate. The freshman Warren defending him nicely. This is Davis. Get that out of here. Sean Jones Jr.
Block party.
Playing his best basketball of late.
Absolutely, right there. And you got to understand Nelly Davis trying to get to his spot and raise up. Athletic Sean Jones Jr. right there, getting that ball out of there. 2.3 on the shot clock. Got to have something quick. Nelly Davis can be potent right here.
Oh, Davis going to let it fly. Davis, yeah.
Knocking down Nelly Davis. That's a senior right there, people. He's been in the Final Four. He understands what this time of the year is about, and he's trying to answer the bell for the Razorbacks.
One possession game again. The building is alive. Melendez into traffic. Good defense. Arkansas on the move.
Really good defense right there. Really good defense staying vertical.
Davis, the blow-by, finds Adu. This from 15, yes.
Okay, now we're starting to get fluid, and that's just a fundamental play right there. The guard drives baseline. You replace and field if you're the big. You kick it back to the big. He knocks it down. Does that feed to the defense right here for the Hogs.
Murphy, pocket pass. That is his game right there, 15 feet and in. And so Murphy's got his first bucket.
And that is your answer, Mr. Slade. No, it does not feed to the defense. Murphy has an answer.
Well, Arkansas on this end of the floor, it's made 5 of its last 7. Davis taking it in strong. Davis with the left. Could not finish. And maybe a run out here for Mississippi State. This is Melendez all the way. Takes it in for the transition basket.
Really nice. Melendez is sneaky athletic. One of those guys that you turn your head and you think he won't go up, he'll turn that ball over instead of butter rolling it and finish it right through the rim.
That's his first bucket. Senior from Puerto Rico.
Would love to see Arkansas go back inside. They have Melendez playing the 4 spot. It's a mismatch with 2 7-footers.
And now Ivisic senses it. So do his teammates. Was trying to go to work but could not hit the fall away.
Yeah, as
And it'll stay here, by the way.
Yeah, Warren tried to save that ball right there and stepped on the line. But watch Arkansas, the bigs, when they get to going, you know what Nelly Davis is. This right here, this is just a look of Marge. I know it's an Irishman running around somewhere, but this right here, hey, dude, I work on this guy's second team all SEC.
Bench for PB.
PB, I didn't see anything waiting for me at the desk today, so I'm just trying to figure out, do I need to send you, you know what I mean, some nice little Chick-fil-A order? I got a lot of points to give you, PB.
So sounds like somebody owes somebody lunch here. By the way, this is Izzy Higginbottom set the single-season scoring record for Arkansas women's basketball. She was honored just a couple of moments ago. Has had a phenomenal 780 in a season, and that is impressive.
Kevin,
she's been a star around these
career
parts.
for
Yeah.
some people. Wow, 780, man. We praised the 1,000-point score. She almost did it in a season.
She might even have you beat on.
Oh, that's a guarantee. I can promise you that.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Adu, second look. Adu goes up with the left, and so how effective will Jonas Adu be with maybe extended minutes in this first half? Oh, Hubbard, just a straight blow by Richmond. Gets back and denies him.
I'm telling you right now, Billy Richmond is that guy. Good gosh, he got dropped out of a plane right there. Watch him as he goes. He knows his beat. Get my feet together. Block party, Big Z. Big Z, Billy telling him, Big Z, I got this. I know I look beat, but I got it, baby. I know you're 7 foot, but I jump high as you.
That's impressive. There's so much body control that goes into that. You try not to foul and make the play. So Richmond and Knox, the two rookies, with their increased roles of late, they have both grown and improved as the year has unfolded. That's a wild shot from Murphy, and so Arkansas could tie or at least get it back to a 1-point game here with a basket. Wagner's pass taken away by the steals leader. That's Matthews.
That's what Cam does.
Yep. So Hubbard on the move. Who's open? It's Melendez. Can't hit it. Oh, you forget about Murphy, and he stuffs it down.
You talk about the intangibles that Billy Richmond brings to the game, but you got to look at it, and Sean Jones doing the exact same thing. As he chased down that rebound and then had the alert and instinct to hit Keyshawn Murphy right up under the rim. Big Z had no idea where he was.
Whistle, but Knox has just come back onto the floor here, and Richmond sits down. Ivisic doubled, back out to Wagner. Finds the freshman, this is Knox. And so Mississippi State, well, it has dug in at times on this end of the floor. Wagner, wild layup, rebound to Matthews. Cam Matthews running the break. Matthews takes it in, it's blocked by Adu. Hubbard wants three, can't hit it. Boy, Matthews has had an incredible impact early on in this game.
So active.
Turnover though, Davis on the go. John L. Davis with the left.
That's how you finish right there. He saw the big man trailing and was able to get Cam Matthews the shift for a second. Nice finish with the left.
Scoring a lot more in league play. Davis was reaching for his low back. Looks to be all right.
Arkansas doing a great job defensively, just not finishing possessions with the defensive rebound, which is key.
Jones, not that time from distance, and so Mississippi State 2 of 9 from beyond the arc. That's it. Arkansas shooting much better on this end of the floor here in the first. Adu draws the foul, and so that is the 16th foul on Mississippi State.
And I'm wondering why you don't see that a little bit more, going into the post with intentions to get fouls or be able to draw the double team and be able to kick cross court to get a guy like John L. Davis or Carter Knox an easier shot. They're doing a good job rotating the ball. Just like to see it hit the paint a little bit more of your Arkansas.
Yeah, Adu has taken a couple of shots. He's got 5 rebounds as well, so he's been good on the glass. Wow, Carter Knox. That's the easiest deuce of the year.
Yeah, and you don't see that often from Mississippi State, who's always detailed in defense, especially being able to switch position by position. A little lack of concentration there.
Bulldogs a little cold on this end of the floor. 1 for their last 7. Nwoko, it's a deep post catch, goes up with the right, make it 1 out of their last 8. And so Arkansas could take a lead. with a made bucket right here. 8:30 to go in the regular season finale. Adu, offensive board. Davis, not that time. Knox, that's good.
The effort, the energy, and intent is there. Ask me, Kevin, how has Arkansas done it? They've got back in this game the same way they went 3 out of 4 in the last game. As you feel the energy, it's rising.
Nwoko playing off 2 feet, cashes in that time, so Mississippi State needed an easy one to go through.
And every opportunity that Arkansas gets to stretch and maybe jump in the lead for a second, Mississippi State does a great job of coming back answering. That mid-range right around in the paint, they're living there right now and being very successful, Mississippi State.
Yeah, Nwoko with 7. That's past the season average. Adu comes flying in for the 2-hand flush.
The big fella got to work. He's asking Coach Cal for a sub. Coach Cal is ignoring him, and I see why.
Hubbard cashes in.
Knock him down, Mr. Hubbard. Silence me and the crowd.
Well, now this has been an entertaining stretch now. These two teams are trading baskets. Previously, it was Wagner with the nice find to Adu on the baseline. Hubbard hits his first 3 of the afternoon.
And both teams look like they could use a break right now. We're going to see who can execute right here down this stretch before the timeout comes.
I should say morning. We still haven't hit the afternoon.
Hello.
Good morning to everyone here in Fayetteville. Wagner, no, not that time. And so ball back to Mississippi State when we return.
I do. That time I couldn't have came any quicker for Adu. But I tell you what, Knox, miscommunication. Slip, dunk, knock it down. And then right here, I just work harder than everybody else on the floor. Adu, you got anything for me? How about finishing you, Mr. Slay? Thank you, Lord, for the timeout.
Long anticipated one. Partner, we're a few days away now. Mississippi State, they are locked in to play in the first round. Even with a win today, they would not be able to jump and get that bye to the second round. Meanwhile, Arkansas slotted as an 11 seed. Maybe your Vols trying to do some work next week, maybe make that case for a 1 seed.
Man, strong possibility. The good thing is that you got quad 1 wins lined up. It's not like any other conference. Every single game, you're playing a quad 1 opponent.
They're there. Can you knock them down this time?
Knock them down?
I just wanted to tee you up for that.
Yeah, I love that. Alyssa Lang's been running with it right now, having a great time in Greenville at the SEC tournament.
We're on the same page here. Richmond, the southpaw, can't hit the 3. Arkansas 48% from the floor. They have been the more efficient shooting team. However, Bulldogs, they have dominated the offensive glass, and there's Melendez with a high-flying slam.
And Cam Matthews with a high IQ play right there. A little rub screen as Melendez circled off, got his defender caught up, nice bounce pass, and an easy finish.
And so we got a timeout on the floor with 6:10 to go. Mississippi State has been in front, not by much, but has been in front for the majority of this game. They've got the 4-point advantage, and that was the first Arkansas timeout.
And they've been able to do that by Mississippi State taking advantage of the turnovers, leading right now 11-2 in points off a turnover.
Yep. As we mentioned, SEC tournament starts in a couple of days. A highly anticipated regular season finale, if you will. We got the extravaganza on the SEC network, so 4 more games. And Peter Burns has got to do most of it without lunch.
I was just
Did
about
you
to
owe
say.
him lunch?
I was just about to say, I'm going to send my guy. I know what he needs. Probably 2 nice little tenders from Chick-fil-A and a Celsius, an orange Celsius. I send that to my guy. He's going to power through PB and get the other guys going like Cam Matthews is getting Mississippi State going.
I get it. That's why you made the trip out here. You
man.
owed lunch, and you said,
I got to get out of there.
Got to skirt the
I'll take care of him in Nashville. When we get to Nashville, I'm on my home turf. I'll take care of PB.
But that is a very significant slate for a number of reasons. Ivisic is a high arcer that time left short. We got Oklahoma and Texas to close things out.
Yes.
A win for either of those teams would go a really long way
Yes.
before the tournament. Right now, Lunardi's got 12 projected teams in the field. He's our bracketology expert. Will the selection committee agree? I would say there's probably a strong likelihood.
Absolutely.
Matthews, he hit the other one. This time he regresses back towards the mean.
That was a tough one.
Yeah.
That was a tough one right there.
But with 5.5 to go, Arkansas is within 4. That's a blocking foul on Nwoko. And that should send DJ Wagner to the free throw line.
And that's perfect for Arkansas right now. Trying to catch your breath. You got guys logging minutes that don't usually play a stretch of minutes like they do. DJ Wagner, good job. Nwoko jumped off aggressive on the screen, ran into his body a little bit, lost it, and the referee right there on it to make the call.
You know, we talked about it right off the top. And while we are on the bracketology conversation, if you will, here's this Arkansas team. They start league play 0-5. They're 1-6. All of a sudden, they flip the calendar to February. They have played better basketball. Specifically of late, they've won 3 out of 4. It does feel like a win today against a top 25 opponent would definitely go a long way in terms of their tournament resume, cementing them as a projected tournament team. It's a big opportunity to close out the regular season today.
Huge opportunity. Momentum to continue after coming out of February, walking into March, and understanding exactly who you are and what you are, developing character, getting ready to go into the tournament. That's what you want to have, identity.
Oh, Kugel, by the way, on the strong drive. You saw those numbers underneath. That says it all. Ball back to Arkansas. A win today, according to ESPN Analytics, and Arkansas has got a better than 50% chance to make the tournament. That is according to our analytical data.
Right.
So that says it all right there.
That's a nice percent chance. With the win, 57.8% to make the tournament. 35.4 doesn't mean you're out of it. It's just a little lower percentage. You should still make up with that in the tournament, though.
I didn't tell you we were going to do math on today's show. Wagner, that's a high percentage look, drains it, and the Hogs are back in front.
And no, you didn't say we were going to do math. I would have brought a calculator. Make it easier for me.
It's Matthews, bounce pass. That one was blocked by Avicic, one of the better shot blockers in the nation. Lead feed to Richmond, and they score it.
DJ Wagner, the maestro. Put him back in his original spot at the point guard, handling it, setting people up. It's beautiful string music, the way he orchestrates this right here. Great defense by Arkansas. That's back-to-back blocks with Mississippi State challenging them at the rim. DJ, I see you. Give it to the energy guy, Billy Richmond, running the floor. That's usually a big, but he saw him with Hubbard on him. He ran straight to the rim. He got an advantage, keep it high, and finish high. Great job right there.
That is a great lead feed and a great connection. That's now 3 assists for DJ Wagner, the sophomore from Camden, New Jersey. He has grown, and Arkansas playing with just 7 guys in this regular season finale, and they'll be playing with 7 for the foreseeable future. Chris Jans is beside himself right now after Mississippi State has lost its 1.6-point advantage.
I think what it is, when you look at Mississippi State, they're getting the shots that they want. It's what you're doing with the shots. They started off the game earlier, getting up and going 2 feet, pump faking, getting 7-footers in the air, and then being able to go and score over them. Now they're getting the ball initially, going straight up. These guys have great timing. A-Dude is all defensive team from last year. Big Z, with the time given, can be right there as well. That's not guys who just want to go initially up without getting anybody into them.
Chris Jans' team has had a very strong year, 20-win season, 3rd straight 20-win campaign. Can they close out the regular season with some momentum and a win before Nashville next week? 3-point lead for Arkansas, and that should stay here with 13 on the timer. This has been an entertaining, high-level first half. We've seen some good players making plays all half.
It's been a really, really good flow, especially for 2 defensive-minded coaches. The offense has been really, really ran well on both ends and taking advantage of transition also.
Only 8 to shoot. Matthews, crossover, kick it out to Harris, checks the feet, can't hit it, goes down and out. And that might stay here. That was last touch by Arkansas. So a new 20 for the Bulldogs.
But that was a really good job right there. Cam Matthews that time getting in the paint 2 feet on the floor, going up, elevating, seeing Melendez in the corner. Oh, I'm sorry. Claudell Harris Jr. in the corner, giving them an open look. You don't want more than that.
Matthews had the ball in his hands for much of this first half. Hubbard has only taken a couple of shots. Pocket pass to Murphy. Murphy very nimble around the rim, but he could not convert that time with the right. So Arkansas, Ron, on a 7-0 run with possession. Another connection inside, and Adu's at the line. when we return.
Great ball movement, ball going side to side in transition, and the big fella Sealing asking for the ball. That's what I thought you would expect to see from them. They did that early. They were getting up and down, and they were getting open threes because of the guys running to the rim. They kind of set back on that. I also think that Arkansas has extended the pressure to slow Mississippi State down a bit where they can't get out in transition. And it's also hard to get out and run with pace when Arkansas is shooting a high percentage and being able to make easy buckets.
Yep, and they're on this 7-0 run. Arkansas is basically playing with just 6 guys in this first half. I don't know if they're going to go to Brazile, who picked up 2 early fouls, until we flip this to the second half. So Jonas Aidoo has been asked to do quite a bit, and there it is. Arkansas has flipped this, and they have taken the 3-point advantage with 4 to play in the first.
And you got to think about it. The way the game started out, you had Brazile in the corner shooting a 3. Big Z was down low trying to get a bucket, but those were stops for Mississippi State. So with that, anybody who gets the ball on the defensive rebound for Mississippi State pushes pace.
Yeah.
Hubbard knows to fill the lane. Melendez, Claudell Harris, and they were getting looks like that. Now, Arkansas is doing a better job of getting the shots that they want, which gives them defensive balance as far as guys getting back to be able to stop it, and it helps them playing with a short rotation.
Yeah, that's an interesting image there. Brazile on the bench with 2 fouls. You saw Boogie Flan, who has been out with the hand injury since mid-January. He's done for the season. We all know that.
That's
but
2 all
right
SEC
in the middle,
performers over there.
There's A.T., Adu Thero, who has missed now 4 in a row. This is the first game he's been back with the team. That is Arkansas's leading scorer. Went out to California to get a second opinion on the left knee issue, and at his little nickel dimer on Davis.
Yeah, that's cheap right there. You know, if you're Nelly Davis, you got to understand. We talking about the rotation. They understand the same thing. You're being aggressive, and that's fine, but you can't reach in like that. Now you're taking a potent shooter off the floor when you were doing a great job as far as getting in the paint and looking for him to be able to knock down threes.
Davis has 8, knocked down 2 triples, but takes a seat with 2 fouls. Richmond got his hand on it. And so Mississippi State is just going to inbound here a little further away from the basket.
Coach Jans looked like he's telling his team to wake up.
He's been frustrated for much of this first half, I would say, based on the demeanor. An important one. Slay, we flipped this thing to the postseason in a couple of days.
Yes, indeed.
Wagner gambled. Harris got in the paint. Contested fall away. And Brazile, pardon me, that was Aidoo, got his hands on it. And then the unintentional tap back in.
Yeah, Keyshawn Murphy was trying to tip it in over the back of Aidoo, and Aidoo was trying to snatch it. And, hey, the luck of the draw sometimes. When you do the right thing, sometimes the right thing happens, and it did for Mississippi State.
It was the own goal.
Yes.
Does he get a rebound for that?
You know what? That's it. Or at least an assist. He got to get some kind of stat.
The Bizarro assist. There's a reach-in foul. And so free throws coming up here for Arkansas.
Watch Murphy, relentless right here on the glass, going up to tip it in. And Aidoo just try. Aidoo probably, you know what I would have did? I just would have dunked it. If I'm Aidoo, I just would have dunked it. Like, this didn't happen on accident. I'm just consciously in my mind, I'm always dunking everything.
Just
defense
really
and offense.
Just really lean into it.
Yeah.
Just if it's going to happen, just lean into the performance.
Right.
So 1-1 here for Billy Richmond. And Richmond, the freshman, hits that one. So we've got a really exciting softball triple header. It is that time. We've got softball, baseball on the SEC network. So this is tomorrow. Top 10 battle in Oklahoma. 4-time defending national champs host South Carolina. And then that finale you see there, you got Auburn, Mississippi State. Another top 25 battle. That is tomorrow on the network.
Absolutely. This is a fun time, especially when you look across the landscape with basketball doing, baseball and softball picking back up, gymnastics rolling. The SEC is the place to be, buddy.
Hey, SEC women's tournament semifinals later today. Oklahoma, South Carolina, LSU, Texas. So you get the 4 big-time programs. That's a foul on Richmond, and that time it might have been the kick out from Hubbard that draws the fortuitous whistle.
Yeah, and that's tough. And what you got to understand, that's always been the Achilles heel a bit as far as Billy Richmond's growth, being able to play without fouling. This right here, Josh Hubbard coming up, you got to give them a spot to come down. And I think he has his space, but because of the leg kick, and that seems to be Josh Hubbard's natural shooting motion, he gets that space to come down, and Richmond leaned into it a little bit. I'm not here to push back on it. I'm just here to say what happened when the call happened.
Could go either way. It's an understandable call. To your point, we have come to know Hubbard. He's got that high release.
Yes.
Sometimes he does jump a little forward. So Hubbard is 1 of 6 from the field to start, but arguably the best free throw shooter in the league is perfect at the line. He's 6 for 6, and so he has got 9 now for the visitors. 1 point game again. Ivisic, that was a dangerous pass, but Carter converts.
Yes.
Carter Knox.
I think Big Z saw something over there in the corner, but Carter Knox had a different idea. I want that one. I'll help you out.
It's been a tight first half and a fun one. 3-point advantage for the home team. Nwoko getting some extended minutes here in the first half. Misses it with the right at the rim. Shot was affected. Lob it up. Little too far for Carter Knox. The rookies were trying to get that connection going there. That would have brought this place down in the first here.
And listen to Coach Cal. Coach Cal is telling his guys, hey, man, settle down. But he can't get too mad because the intention is right. He made a hell of a defensive play and saw his guy running and try to give him an opportunity.
You know, Richmond, he's a playmaker. He's turned into one.
Yes.
Hubbard pulls it. Hubbard connects.
It's like a can opener. You know the old school can openers, the metal ones that kind of that kick out. Yeah, you got to stretch them out, crank them. That's how he gets going right there, man. Elevating on that shot with that little jacked up leg kick. Woo! He can make you pay.
Yeah, that was nothing but twine. Pure stroke. And he's got 12 to lead all scorers. 30th time he's in double figures for the season. Only one game that hasn't happened. Adu was cutting. Sean Jones Jr. recognized, but he couldn't get the handle.
And I expect to see more of that as Billy Richmond tugs on his shirt asking for a sub. Coach Cal is ignoring everyone that asks for a sub right now. You got to fight through it and play. But a great job of being under control. Adu able to gather the pass after being deflected and finish.
You might get signed at halftime.
Well, I do got my headband. I don't know if I got the oxygen, but I sure got my headband.
1 minute to play in an entertaining first. Hubbard couldn't get it. And then a foul. That's a loose ball foul on Mississippi State. Ball back to the Hogs. They're up 2. 1 to play.
You watch Josh Hubbard as he comes off this. He needs an inch of daylight. And he raises up Big Z. You come at me with your hands down, I knock him down. But Billy Richmond, under control. Bad pass, but great intention. The ball went to the right place. Jonas Adu knows how to finish.
Mississippi State has been in foul trouble. Arkansas is at the line here. They are in the double bonus, so 2 free throws for Jonas Adu. He's been okay at the line, 60% at the stripe this year. The senior from Durham, the all-conference veteran, remember last year's breakout season at Tennessee, hits the portal, comes here. It's been an up-and-down season, but today played 16 minutes already in this first half with Trevin Brazil out with foul trouble.
Already eclipsed that, and what better time when you have a short rotation like this. Coach Cal can't practice the way he wants to either. So that also limits you as far as being able to do conditioning.
Oh, block at the rim, and then there's a foul.
Block party. Adu, second team all defense last year as him and Claudel Harris have a little word with each other. Great friendly competition and fun. I'll meet you upstairs. What floor are you going to? The 6th? No, the 8th. Well, block. Party. You can't get in, but you get the foul. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I didn't see any body-on-body contact. Now, Adu was jumping. He didn't go straight up.
Yeah.
But there wasn't any body-on-body contact.
Well,
so John Calipari got an explanation there from Joe Lindsay.
He seems to be okay with it. He walked away. So I'm not able to get that high, so I can't really see. I need a couple of more replays to be able to analyze that.
It's a perspective.
So I'm just go with what the call was on that one.
It's a vantage point I've never seen my cell partner. So inside of a minute, Mississippi State free throws here, get it back to a 2-point game. It's been a compelling first half. Knox for 3, rebound down to Murphy.
People probably scratching their heads. I think Knox went for a 2-for-1 so they can get the last possession. With those 2-for-1s, you want to take a quality shot, though.
Yeah. Regardless, it's been a great first half for Jonas Adu. He's got 11 points and 8 rebounds, plus a couple of assists and blocks. 10 seconds to shoot. This is Harris. Pure stroke.
Knocking down Claudell Harris.
9 seconds here. Wagner looking to create with his team down 1. This is Wagner. Jump stop. Draws the foul with 5.3. And these free throws could swing Arkansas back ahead in a first half that has seen 9 different lead changes. That's a lot for a game.
Well, Kevin, listen, I'm on the application. I signed up for this. I said I want to see the game going up and down. I want to see lead changes. We're in March, baby. This is what I expect every time that I watch any college basketball game, and they're delivering.
A lot of urgency. Mississippi State would like to head into the postseason with a big-time road win, get some confidence, some mojo, some juice. Arkansas, meanwhile, as it pertains to its NCAA tournament resume, this would go a long way to capitalize against a top 25 opponent. Wagner's free throws give the Hogs the lead, and you got 5.3 here. Got Melendez on the floor. He's a shooter. Jones, Nwoko, Harris way down on the other end, and Hubbard will inbound here. 5.3.
And you got Coach Cal protecting guys with fouls, putting guys in that haven't played.
Hubbard's got it. Hubbard rises offline. An entertaining first half comes to a close to kick off a very exciting day here around the league and on the network. Arkansas makes 4 of its last 5, plus a whole bunch of free throws, and it's got the 1-point advantage, looking for a critical home win to close out the regular season.
Absolutely. Protect yourself if you're Arkansas with fouls. If you're Mississippi State, pour it on and get the pace going.
We'll go to Peter in the studio. Maybe Ron will make a cameo this halftime. Go ahead, Peter. Back in Fayetteville, you know, the first half was intense. We had look at this, a photo finish, an intense Dachshund race. Be a little dangerous to have a bunch of hogs racing.
Yeah.
Courtside seats.
Probably a little squealing would go on.
Yeah, a little safer Dachshund race there. So well done to our champ. That was an impressive trophy, by the way. Ron Slade, Kevin Fitzgerald. All right, so this first half was a very entertaining, high-level first half of play with a lot on the line for both teams. So no surprise we saw that in the first.
No, and I expect to see more. You know, they understand with Arkansas, not back against the wall, but so much to play for out in front of them, and you have to take each opportunity. Mississippi State trying to get off the slide. They got to get busy.
Yep. What a first half, by the way, for Jonas Adu, who had to log some extended minutes with Trevin Brazil in foul trouble. He was great on both sides.
Yeah, and this is his wheelhouse right here, being able to defend the rim, being able to finish around the rim, and that little 14-15 action mid-range shot is beautiful for him. Cam Matthews, on the other hand, from Mississippi State, being able to do it all defensively, offensively, being able to assist, even knocking down a 3, knocking down Cam Matthews, and them still continuing to grow. They got to put it more together, continue to shoot good, and be able to finish around the basket. They weren't able to do that in the latter part of that first half.
That might have been the first ever knocking down for Matthews, for Cam Matthews. That was
Come
impressive.
on, Cam. I want to give you more, big dog. Give me some more knocking down.
Hubbard also into double figures in that first half. He had 12, was perfect at the line. And there's Trevin Brazil chasing down a rebound. He only played 3 minutes in the first, thanks to 2 quick fouls in the early going. So he could be vital in this second half for Arkansas, looking for one last significant win to help its NCAA tournament resume. There's a foul on Hubbard. That is his first.
Nelly Davis was another guy that picked up early fouls and had to go sit. So guys should be energized, especially Brazil, as you mentioned, and be able to go at least attack the boards, if nothing else.
Joe Lunardi says that Arkansas is one of the last teams in his projected field if Ivisic can't hit. And so if you are living on the perceived bubble, if you will, a big-time win against a ranked program today to close out the regular season, that's going to go a long way. Matthews with a spin. That one might have been partially tipped. So Arkansas on the move. They ended that half on a 9-2 run. Wagner finds Brazil. He can stretch it. Book it.
Knocking down. Trevin Brazil, he had that same opportunity in the first half. He missed it. Start this second half the same exact way. This time he knocking down. Now see if that extends his game a little bit. Pump fake and get one dribble and go finish.
4-point advantage matches the largest for Arkansas this afternoon. One and done possession. Hogs on the move. playing with only 7 again today. Noah Thero, still no timetable for his return. Ivisic scoring.
They're doing a great job, Mississippi State, of jumping out and trapping the screen, Elisa delaying the ball handler, and that short roll is open for Big Z and Brazil.
Hubbard turned down the 3, his pass taken away. Wagner! Throw down! Timeout, Mississippi State! It's a 7-0 run for Arkansas right out of the chute. And they'll call the Hogs with an 8-point lead. Arkansas, Ron, starts the second half on a 7-0 run.
Yes, and watch how the ball is moving, the space is there. Brazil, this is the element he brings. When Adu is out, you got Big Z who can stay outside, but can be skilled and finish when given the ball early. And then this is defense. Get out and run. DJ Wagner, something like my daddy, stunting like him, baby. DJ Wagner looking like DeJuan Wagner.
And so that's a quick 7-0 burst for Arkansas in a game that it desperately wants to have to close out the regular season.
Yes.
And all those, the first 2 looks were relatively open.
Yep.
And then you get Wagner on the run out after the turnover.
Because it's a different game. They got, I think Mississippi State forgot when Adu's out, the floor space when you got Brazil or you have Big Z in. That three-pointer is not a short run as far as closing out. When Adu's in, that's only the short corner. So it's a different type of rotation. Mississippi State got to be able to lock in defensively and understand who's on the floor.
And you see the urgency. Our main man, Joe Lunardi, his hit rate is pretty dang high this time of year. So he projects Arkansas as an 11 seed right now. There's not that much time to pad the resume. That 3 is offline, and so Arkansas can stretch the run. And so picking up 1 more at home in your building with an advantage now early in the second half, it's going to go a long way. There's a giveaway. Matthews with his eyes up. Hubbard, wide open 3. Offline that time. Melendez gets his team a new 20. Harris has hit a couple. Can't knock it down.
Yeah, Mississippi State getting all the shots they want. Great open looks and second chances at them, but not able to knock them down. Arkansas getting an opportunity to take advantage and kind of stretch this lead out.
They just continue to – they've struggled really all year from distance. Hubbard has hit a lot of threes from a volume standpoint, but they have not been a consistently even average three-point shooting team this season.
And that's not where it started. When they started the year, thought Claudio Harris and Melendez were going to be guys to stretch the floor. But Brazil, they can't make them. But Kevin Fitzgerald, I'm Trevor Brazil, and I can knock him down.
All of a sudden, it's a double-digit Arkansas lead.
Mississippi State, you want to stop the bleeding here.
What's the answer? Harris cashes in. That's 3 now from distance for Claudell Harris.
Neither team shot the 3 well in the first half, but coming back in the second half, Arkansas has done good. Mississippi State is able to find the looks, and they finally get one to drop. Claudell Harris right on the right wing.
11 points for Harris. He's 3 of 7 from distance. And so he is ignited today after some recent shooting woes. That's a nice pocket pass to Adu, and he draws the foul on Melendez.
As you see this pick and roll right here, that short roll is open, so they made a great adjustment and being able to keep the shooters out, Brazil being one of those shooters. Now, Claudell Harris, I just need an answer. Can you get an answer to a test? I got one, and it's me, Mr. Harris.
He's been consistent today. Meanwhile, Adu at the line. He is nearing a double-double. Hasn't had one in quite a while. So Adu now with 12 to go along with 8 rebounds. And that was Adu's 4th assist of the afternoon.
Because you're putting them, if you're Coach Jans, you're trying to take the ball out of the hands of guys like Nelly Davis and DJ Wagner by trapping the ball screen. Arkansas giving it up, making the big man become playmakers. They're making sense and making the plays. So, therefore, you get the assists like that.
So, Arkansas with the first knockdown of this second half.
There it is.
They had the 11-point lead a few moments ago, up 9. Matthews might have gotten away with some steps. Looks like he kept the pivot foot after the miss, though. The Hogs back in the front court. with momentum. Billy Richmond finds Adu. Adu scoring.
Arkansas doing a great job of having space, moving the ball, it touching guys, and guys being very unselfish, turning down okay shots for great shots.
15 of their 20 makes assisted. That is a really high, it's 75% assist rate. That is elite.
Coach Cal has probably been screaming that from day one.
Murphy's got to hit this. Murphy banks it in.
Yeah, and now this is what you do. If the shot's not falling, you're not making a direct deposit, you go to the bank and say, hey, I'm going to put it in the bank, and it got to go in, and that's what Mr. Murphy did.
Old school.
Yeah.
Wagner was going one way, but then shuffled back, and so that's a giveaway.
Miscommunication right there. You never fake backdoor. You always want to go backdoor.
Arkansas Slay starts the second half on a 13-5 run, and Adu has come alive.
Look at that ball movement. The Arkansas Razorbacks have been efficient. And how? By turning the big man into a playmaker. Adu rolls right here under control. Brazile is spaced, knocking down. And then here you go again. Trapping the ball screen, getting it out quickly. You're going to let me play one-on-one with a smaller guy. Put it on the rim. Great job by Arkansas making the counter to how they were playing earlier.
Simple basketball, but it works. And
does.
Adu has been an X factor, so 14 points today. That is an SEC high. He's logged 20 minutes, and so he is getting extended reps here, extended minutes, of course, with Arkansas only playing with 7 bodies today, or very likely, we'll put it that way, to only play 7.
And that's what you want, though. Getting ready to go into the tournament, you're going to have to log minutes. You're going to have to go back-to-back games. So when are you going to get your conditioning in? This is an opportunity to get your conditioning in.
Regular season finale, Arkansas led by 11 a few moments ago, and it has thrown a punch early in this second half. Murphy trying to back down Adu. Murphy goes up, and he draws the foul. Just the second on Adu.
Yeah, Adu right there trying to stay vertical. Hand went down just a little bit. Murphy did a great job of getting back to the way Mississippi State started the game, and that's playing off 2 feet. They've been doing a lot of up and unders and things of that nature, but you don't want to do that. If you get 2 feet planted on the ground, show a pump fake, jump through that chin, you get a better opportunity to go into the line and being able to shoot.
Slay, I'm really excited about this next SEC story. It premieres Monday night. I know you are as well. Volunteer for Life. It chronicles Tennessee basketball All-American Chris Lofton and his private cancer battle during that 2007-2008 season. 7 Eastern Monday right here on the network.
I'm going to be glued to the television. I'm going to make sure I record it, as well as call CeeLo a great VFL. This young man embodies so much of what the Tennessee Vol is, man, and his story is one that the nation should share in.
If his career wasn't prolific enough, and then you add in that context, it's really inspiring stuff. Adu with 16. He averages 5 a game.
Okay, Adu brought his luggage to this game, and he is in his bag. Giving you the left hook, give the right hook, and also giving you dunks and defending the rim.
10-point lead again for Arkansas. Hubbard trying to shake free. Hubbard way short. Murphy, great effort to get the board. Shot clock does not reset. Harris in the paint. Harris got it to go.
Great job by Keyshawn Murphy being able to continue after Adu left him, get the offensive rebound, get it to Cam Matthews, 2-foot hop step. Claudell Harris, knock him down from a little inside.
Yeah, Harris has been the most efficient scorer for Mississippi State today. 4 out of 8 from the floor, and he's got 13.
A lot of times just keeping it simple. As the double here comes.
Adu flings it back out. Davis, the runner, offline. Oh, Richmond, tap it back in.
One of my favorite players in the league, Billy Richmond, because of the energy, because of the attitude, because of the intent. That young man is a hog, and he breeds excellence when he's out here giving you all that he has.
Murphy underneath. Murphy could not get it to go.
Put in a tough spot right there to have to try to finish over a 7-footer in the short corner.
Arkansas is imposing its will right now. They have got the foot on the gas. Davis for 3, puts it in.
1, 2, 3, knocking down. Look at Coach Cal meeting Billy Richmond out there on the court. Why? Because he made the correct play. The extra hockey assist, getting it to Nellie Davis. Yes, that's great basketball.
This Arkansas team, they got off to the slow, sluggish start in league play. They were 0-5 at one point. Here they are, precipice of maybe winning 7 of their last 11. Go ahead, Slay.
Look at Billy Richmond. I'm seeing a guy that can not have a play called for him, but go affect the game and impact it. Billy Richmond, now right here, hockey assist, didn't hesitate. Knows who his shooters are, put it in the shooting pocket, give him an opportunity to knock it down. Didn't have to fumble it. Right there, you get a prolific scorer like that, give it to him in his pocket. Billy Richmond, high IQ. He's a freshman, people, but I promise you, in his mind, he's not playing like one, and he's not acting like one.
Hey, look at that number. 18 assists on 23 makes. So that's like getting close to 80% assist rate, by the way. If the field goal percentage wasn't impressive enough. Arkansas, 58% from the floor. We have chronicled just how offensively they have grown. They have improved, and so they are headed towards maybe another 80-plus point performance. They've done that 3 out of their last 4 games.
Absolutely, and you love them being able to share the ball. It takes the relief off of guys thinking they have to do it alone. When you can move the ball, guys are where they're supposed to be. It makes the game so much easier.
Been a unique season for this Arkansas team, one that Coach Cal and the staff call a very mentally tough team to withstand the struggles early in the season, or conference play, I should say, and bounce back and really finish the year strong. Harris now with 15.
Very tough shot over 7-footer, fading away, but he played off of 2 feet, got balance, was able to extend and elevate.
Been a really good day for Harris. Lob it up. Oh, the throwdown! Brazil!
I'm going to tell you one thing. DJ Wagner can make it happen, giving the opportunity. He's been given that, and he's not going to relinquish his role as a PG. Watch how he gets everybody orchestrated right here.
Yeah, Arkansas, again, foot on the gas. Wagner wants it. Oh, deep 3.
Go off, DJ Wagner. Knocking down. Wow.
Blocking foul on Davis. Nevertheless, they'll count the basket, and Kugel will be at the line. That 16-point lead a moment ago. Largest of the afternoon for Arkansas. They are up big and in control.
Well, DJ Wagner is the catalyst for this. As he comes off the pick and roll, they're not trapping anymore. Brazil sees it. He sees him. Get up there and go get it off the rim, big fella. And then, I'm tired of assisting people. I'm tired of it. You want to disrespect me? I'll knock him down. DJ Wagner leading the Hogs.
The season, that score in Columbia, by the way. Kentucky's been up double digits for much of that game. Difficult place to win this year.
Yes, but also Kentucky getting back healthy, so difficult team to play this time of the year.
Look at this haymaker that Arkansas has thrown to start the second half. 4 of 5 from distance.
Yeah, you add that to their game and the way they stretch the floor. The way they run the floor and get out in transition. This is a dynamic team that you don't want to play, because that also, when they're making shots, leads to their defense being connected. And I know coaches don't want that to happen. Don't let your offense dictate your defense. But in this case, that's what it is. If they can get reversed, that's good going forward. But today, it's paying off for them. Little token pressure rate from Mississippi State.
It's a symbiotic relationship there. We know it. Lob it up. Oh, another. They are relentless, the Hogs. Adu with an SEC best and now season high 18. Oh, this Arkansas team is in a groove right now, and it has rarely missed in this second half. Nwoko with an answer. So if you're Mississippi State, again, Josh Hubbard has had an off day. He's only 2 of 13 from the floor. So how do you answer? Where do you go?
And see, a lot of times for him, his shots are contested, so he has to work so hard to get his looks. I believe as DJ Wagner gets a nice kiss off the glass, I believe that you have to create opportunities for him. A lot of him playing off the ball, get some down screens, some pin downs for him, make his shot selection have to be easier, and him getting in a better groove.
And so Hubbard, by the way, on the bench right now. Sean Jones Jr.'s 3 is offline. Chris Jans has brought the freshman Delquan Warren back in. This is a Bulldogs team that is just looking a little bit ragged right now, down 15.
Yeah, this is tough right here. This is right. You got to have a character check if you're Mississippi State right here. You don't want to just give a game away. Continue playing hard, take the shots that you want, but Arkansas is pouring it on.
Yep, 10 minutes to play. Nwoko blocked that shot. And so here come the Bulldogs. They do get a stop. Warren, lob, Kugel comes down and scores.
Smart play by Riley Kugel right there. A lot of guys just would have went up and tried to dunk it, came down with the ball, went up and finished quickly, and used the rim as protection.
So there's a start. Back-to-back now for the Bulldogs after they had fallen behind by 16, which was the largest deficit of the afternoon.
And that's who Mississippi State is. They continue to play regardless of what score is, play the right way.
Richmond draws the foul, and so the freshman from Memphis, having a good day, especially since the second half began, is headed back to the free throw line.
That right there is Tyler Eulis.
Yeah.
I mean, an all-SEC performer, defensive player of the year. So much comes with him. The tutelage that he's been able to give a guy like Billy Richmond, to me, being able to talk to Tyler Eulis, I said, man, he's probably the best passer on the team.
Yeah.
You got an opportunity to see that. No-look pass and a lob to Jonas Adu. But the growth that you see in Billy Richmond, I'm going to point the finger at Tyler Eulis and watch his growth continue to happen. He's a guy that's right behind the scenes playing the role as far as helping him.
Someone who has been in their shoes,
Yes.
has played for Cal, knows what it takes to get to the next level.
Yep. And not only for a guy like Billy Richmond, although pointing him out, but think about what he's been able to do for DJ Wagner, following him from Kentucky,
Yep.
being able to set him in. Boogie Flynn's been able to lean on him, and also show these guys what it means to not only be a great SEC and college player, but what it's going to take to get to the next level in order to play.
This has been, unequivocally one of Arkansas's best overall performances in SEC play, at least through 30 minutes.
Right.
15-point advantage after the Richmond free throw. They are holding Mississippi State to just 37% shooting on this side of the floor. Matthews pulls the trigger. Matthews, no. Murphy, yes.
And that's where they continue to be good, giving them an opportunity when they get the ball on the rim, going and crash offensively. Now you're looking at them being able to go get 28 points in the paint, but being outscored by 10 more for Arkansas. That's your strength. How do you get back to getting those shots against 7-footers in the paint?
Davis run off a screen. Davis comes to a halt, so they find Ivisic with 6 on the timer. This is Davis. He launches. That one was it was on line,
Yes.
just front rim that. So Mississippi State after the stop, get it back to a 10 or an 11-point game here.
That's a lot of space given up to Nelly Davis right there.
Kugel leaves that 3 short, and it's a new 20. Kugel lines it up again and puts it in.
And that was a lot more smoother and natural for Riley Kugel. That one at the top looked like he was settling, but that time Cam Matthews whipping it around to him, catch it in his shooting motion, and a natural shooting motion, and able to knock him down.
So with Hubbard on the bench, Mississippi State on a little run. Brazil says, how you like me now?
And Coach Cal loves that because he's seen aggressive Brazil that we said we want to see carry over from that Vanderbilt game, and now you're seeing that opportunity.
3 triples for Brazil today. Murphy got it to go.
Really good job by Murphy not settling, ready to put his imprint on this game, getting to the hole, offensive rebounding. This is the Mississippi State. Now they're playing with a little bit more intention going forward in the second half.
Sleepy moment in this game. The crowd's taking a break, if you will. If you're the Bulldogs, you got a chance here. Maybe one more stop and a bucket for our next timeout.
That's right.
There is a whistle, though, and so Arkansas will have it when we return. The old Trevin Brazil is in the house this week, huh?
And what does he do? Given the opportunity, a little bit of space, I knock him down. Trevin Brazil, I can do it at the rim, but what about stepping away and giving you some long-distance love?
All right, Slade, time for the All-State Good Hands play. Trevin Brazil and DJ Wagner hooking up.
Yeah, and that started with the pick and roll. Mississippi State changed their defense on the pick and roll, allowing DJ Wagner to get downhill. Adu being in the paint allowed for Brazile to sneak in the back door. Now, how a 7-footer sneaks in the back door, I'm not sure of, but one thing that he has that everybody doesn't is a ball going to the top of the square and him being able to finish.
Yeah, generational athleticism. He's got 11 on 4 of 5 shooting, plus the 6 boards. And so impactful once again.
Yes.
Specifically in this second half, he picked up 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes of the opening period. And so he had a lot of time to sit and survey.
Right.
And now he's making his presence felt. Adu almost finished that at the rim. And they get Matthews for a foul. So Adu is going to the line with Arkansas up 11, coming down the stretch now. 7:14 to play.
Joe Lindsey right on top of that, being right there in the corner to see a good angle as Adu goes. Watch the body contact a little bit below. You see the little hand on him? Cam Matthews did challenge at the top, but before jumping, had a little left hand ride in Adu. Joe Lindsey ain't going to let that go. He didn't let it go when I played.
He didn't give you that one. You've got a bone to pick with Joe.
That's my guy.
He was keeping you in line pre-tip. So,
That's
by the
right.
way, rest of the slate today coming up. Your Vols will be on right after this one, trying to close out their home slate with a win. What a senior day it's going to be for Zakai Ziegler, by the way.
Absolutely, man. It's going to be a time to give his flowers and understand exactly what he's meant to this program. And everybody stand up, give him an ovation, man. It's deserving.
Jemai Meshack, I don't want to
Meshack's
forget
another
others,
one.
but
no, it's so
boy.
many. Chaz coming in, Chaz Lanier coming in, and also what has to be mentioned, Vol Network's own Bob Kessling and Burt Burderkamp.
Yeah.
Walking away, man. 2 legends in the game. I remember Burt Burderkamp saying money when you hit a 3 from long range, and Bob, voice of the Vols, Kessling, always being a guy to be able to deliver. It's so professional.
That's right. His retirement here coming up.
Yeah.
So one last go around.
One last run.
Inside, can I still call it Thompson Bowling Arena?
Oh, yeah,
I still want to.
That's right. That's the foundation. That's the bones of the arena. No question. Just Food City Center.
That's right.
That's just the little paint over the cake. The cake is what it is, but the icing and everything is Food City Center.
It's a 10-point game here in Fayetteville. Arkansas was down for much of the first half. Then they went on a late run to take a 1-point lead before the break. And then through the haymaker, went on a 7-0 run to open up the second half. They've been ahead by a significant margin since. And Jonas Adu has a 20-point game, his first of the season. Melendez with the answer.
Big time bucket right there, the answer right there. But Billy Richmond being able to get to the rim. Sometimes when you got guys that can leap 7-footers, the best offense is just put it on the rim. Knowing guys will try to block it, and you got guys there to clean it up.
You know, Richmond and Wagner have been terrific today as offensive initiators, playmakers. Yes. I know Adu and Davis and Brazile have hit a lot of shots, but that duo has been very strong, particularly during that stretch when Arkansas took a significant lead. It's
Absolutely.
down to 9, though, now. Slade.
Yeah, this is an opportunity. We talked about, will they be able to close the gap? Mississippi State taking much better shots on this end and getting stops.
Murphy was trying to take it in strong, could not hit it. Brazile with the rebound, and he draws the foul.
Yeah, just a bad luck of the draw right there. Keyshawn Murphy playing hard, hustling, kind of ran into Brazile. That was a veteran play right here. Now watch this. Billy Richmond getting to the basket. Let me put this butter in the basket. Oh, I can't, but he do can. Why the finish? Why the finish? Because I'm a finisher. Jonas Adu. Got a headband on. I'm gonna put my headband on. If the guys with the headbands keep playing this way, Kevin, I'm putting my headband on, and they might get an 8th player out there.
I've never seen a guy with headband not have game. It's just science.
See, you've done your homework, Kevin. That's all that is. You've done your homework.
You said you've got your headband with you.
I never, man. The same way Clark Kent didn't leave without his cape, I'm not leaving without my headband. I gotta have it.
So the tie, the pocket square. It's like the glasses. It's like his glasses and suit.
Man, I ain't playing around. I know it's somewhere in here, man. It's like, got to go find it.
This is the live reveal. Oh, it's a fresh one, too, by the way. We have got the headband.
Yeah, this one compliments, man, to our guys down at Texas A&M, man. They sent this to Alex Caruso.
You got to remove the that's a good promotion, by the way.
Right here. Hold on, let me get it.
Remove the logo. But Yeah, we're going to – okay, this is the live headband now is on.
See that? And there's a way to put it on. You just don't – you don't walk out here and put it on any kind of way. Wayne Chisholm used to wear it like a little halo, but I want to be like Jonas Adu and Trevor Brazil today. So I'm going to wear my headband the rest of this game because I'm feeling like they feel it. Good.
I already thought you were calling a strong game. I can't wait to see where your call goes now.
And guess what, Kev? I might have a mouthpiece. I'll put a mouthpiece in and call the game, too, because it's a war out here, baby.
It's a wardrobe change. Wardrobe. Hubbard in the paint. Going to Matthews. He scores it. So it's still a 9-point game here with 5:10 to go. Mississippi State needs the stops on this end.
Yes, indeed. And Mississippi State trying to put it together. You got to get stops back-to-back and start to string some good shot selection.
Okay.
As you get a steal.
There's a takeaway.
2-on-1.
2-on-1. Hubbard takes it in. It's a 7-point game.
Now, Coach Jans is kind of relieving himself, saying, guys, this is what we wanted to see. And Mississippi State's alarm clock has gone off.
And so Arkansas calls the timeout. So John Calipari, he's frustrated. Couple of words there with his point guard, DJ Wagner. And so all of a sudden, their 16-point lead has been dwindled back to 7. You figured Mississippi State is going to put a run together at some point, and they have.
Yeah, and this is who we expected to see. We came out, and early on in this half, it was just body blow by Arkansas. And we're looking at Mississippi State like, are you going to respond? And you see a response. You start to see guys defending the rim a little bit better, not giving up second chances, being able to get out and get the shot selection that they wanted.
Adu approaching the double-double, 20 points today, a new season high. And you can see just the offensive brilliance from Arkansas in this second half. It's just that Mississippi State has now made 5 out of its last 6 to get it back to a manageable deficit.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like Mississippi State is waiting around now. At first, you seem like, okay, Josh Hubbard carriers there. Now you're starting to see guys like Kayshawn Murphy coming off the bench, being able to alert the guys. Mississippi State, that's the way they play. They play as a collective unit. Cam Matthews being able to get in there. That gives Claudell Harris a shot. Melendez getting an opportunity. Coming out of this timeout, they go to 2-3 zone, see if they can get a stop here to slow Arkansas down.
A quick 6-0 bun for Mississippi State. 7-point game. Wagner out to Brazil for 3. Left it short.
Good stop. The zone paid off. Now you get one in transition. Claudell Harris.
Harris connects.
Knocking down. Now I'm sure the Arkansas faithful would probably tell me to take my headband off because there's a run going on by Mississippi State. But Mississippi State will say keep it on. But that came from the zone being good to them, not giving second chances. What are they going to do? You got to get a guy at the top of the key or at the high post to penetrate this zone.
Arkansas trying to move the basketball. It's been a bit of a stagnant possession. Deflection. Turnover. Mississippi State on the move on a 9-0 run and back within 4. Kugel bounce it down to Matthews with 3:35 to go. Matthews with the smaller Davis.
That's
muscles in. Score it. And the foul.
Kev, that's the boom boom room, and he's a boom boom room member. I can promise you that. He walked him down. Watch this little crab dribble in just a second. But Claudell Harris Jr. coming down in transition, knocking down. Then outside of that, you give the ball to the big. No help coming? Well, put him in the boom boom room and lock the door. Look at Cam Matthews screaming at the folks. That's good basketball.
Slay, it's an 11-0 run. 2-point game in Fayetteville. Timeout with 3:33 to go. Arkansas has it. A lot on the line here in this regular season finale. Carter Knox for 3. Brazil got his hand on it, but it's Harris. A blur into the front court, the spin, and then Richmond fouls him.
Got his hand in the cookie jar right there.
That's an obvious one. 15 foul on Arkansas. Second on Richmond. This Arkansas team, they are one of the last teams projected in Joe Lunardi's field. 11 seed, okay? Yeah. Will the selection committee agree, disagree? We'll wait and see. But a win today for Arkansas against a top 25 opponent to close out the year. would go a long way before Nashville next week.
Yes, you want to have every opportunity, and this is one that you cannot squander. You got to give it your all on this one.
Here's Kugel for the lead. Kugel buries a three, and Mississippi State has come all the way back.
Riley Kugel knocking him down. And I've talked to Coach Jans before. He can tell and look in the eyes of Riley Kugel and know when he's locked in.
Adu lost it, should stay here with 17 on the timer.
And I'm sure he can see that look in his eyes today as he's gone 2 for 4 from three-point range. Great job defensively by Cam staying vertical and being able to keep a body on Jonas Adu, not able to finish right there.
Wagner guarded by Harris, who's played some great second half minutes. Matthews switches on to Wagner. Wagner goes up. Wagner for two off the window.
Really good job right there. Mississippi State switched the ball screen. Wagner did not settle for an outside shot. Got to the paint for a touch.
Hubbard rises. That's offline. Then a whistle. Foul on Arkansas underneath.
That is tough right there. But you give Cam Matthews credit for going to the basket, going for the offensive rebound. Nobody boxing him out. You see a little bit of a bump right there from Jonas Adu as he extended that chicken wing. It wasn't fried. I don't know if that was grilled either, but it was enough to make Cam Matthews go out of bounds.
Overcooked.
That's exactly what that
Third
was.
foul on Adu. Let's have this monster day. 20 points and a double-double. Mississippi State has got to get it in before that 5-second count, maybe with one to spare. Inside of 2.5 minutes now, thrilling one in Fayetteville. Matthews got it, and the foul.
Cam, when they need you, I'll always be there. And he's giving them an opportunity. Going in there, this is what Coach Jans talked about in the pregame. When you go inside, play off of 2 feet and show the ball. He showed the ball to a shot blocker, got him up in the air, and then that right there, that's just a reverse Mikan drill for the big fella. Show it to him, pull it back, and then yo-yo it off the glass. Big Cam Matthews delivering from Mississippi State down the stretch.
Yeah, particularly offensively. This is back-to-back double-figure scoring games for Matthews. He misses the free throw, 1-point game.
That's huge. They're extending the pressure, trying to bait Arkansas into taking these 3-point shots to see if they can continue to make them, but stopping the inside presence that they had. Now they seem to be matched up out of the zone.
6 on the timer. Davis draws the foul.
That's a tough call right there, and you got to look at Coach Cal. He likes the guys not settling for the 3. He clapped as Nelly Davis went in there, got contact, put it off the glass, and get to the free throw line.
Yeah, Arkansas is in the bonus the rest of the way. So is Mississippi State. It'll be a 1-and-1 here for John L. Davis, who is playing with 4 fouls, but he just handed R.J. Melendez his 4th foul.
Yeah, and with that, you notice how small Mississippi State is right now. No Keyshawn Murphy, no Nwoku. You got Cam Matthews playing the 5.
He's the tallest player out there. Davis, 82% at the stripe. Very reliable free throw shooter. Ties things up. You know, if he makes this would be the 14th different lead change.
Yeah.
That is a lot. 2 to play.
It is.
Arkansas by 1.
Especially when you've seen the score and it ballooned throughout the game. So teams being able to walk back down that lead is big right here. Notice Mississippi State and how many handoffs they go to get Hubbard to look up top.
Melendez wide open, corner 3, nails it.
Knock him down, Melendez. Great job. Cam Matthews has become the playmaker with a rub screen by Josh Hubbard. Not going with the handoff. Great pass to the corner.
No better time than right now. Second triple of the afternoon for Melendez. 2-point lead for the Dogs. 1:25 to go. This is Wagner. Just rolls off the rim. DJ Wagner going back to the free throw line where he has lived today.
When you go back and look, how does Melendez get this? Watch this rub screen by Josh Hubbard. Then Cam Matthews playing off 2 feet. A direct pass to the corner. Brazile over helping. Can't recover. Even though he's 7 foot, Melendez, he's been in this spot, and he knows how to knock him down.
We've got a whole bevy of players now playing with 4 fouls. That's 4 on Melendez and Matthews. And on the Arkansas side, Adu and Davis playing with 4 fouls. Ivisic going to come back in for the big man, Adu. And Wagner wants one more here to knot things up at 89 in a compelling, entertaining regular season finale in Fayetteville, 89 up.
Now, this is a very physical game. That's how Mississippi State has been able to get back into it. Adu has logged heavy minutes. They're bringing Big Z in, who hasn't played a lot in this second half. Will he be able to handle the physicality? What will his impact be on this game coming in down the stretch?
By the way, season high 21 for Wagner. He's been great. Hubbard finds Harris. Harris puts it up. Can't hit the 3. Rebound to Brazil. 1:10 to go. Arkansas has got 2 timeouts. Mississippi State with 1. No fouls to give for either team. 89. We are even with 1 to play.
Mississippi State going away from the zone. Back to man-to-man.
Davis, baseline drive. Davis out of bounds. Stays here with 9 on the timer.
Good job defensively right there. Giving up the baseline, knowing that your help side was going to be there. Timeout goes for Coach Cal. He's been really good drawing up plays coming out of OTAs.
Timeout Arkansas, 51 seconds. You got 9 on the timer. And so we got a whole bunch of possessions left in this game. Let's reset it. Each team now with just 1 timeout. Both teams in the bonus. Possession arrow would favor Arkansas. And so you've got just 9 on the timer here.
Yep.
For the Hogs, are going to inbound underneath the hoop. Who do you look to here?
I would like to go flat across the baseline, but I would love to get the ball outletted towards half court for DJ Wagner, or DJ Wagner preferably because he's the playmaker, or Nelly Davis. But I want to go back to the bread and butter that they were making money off of, the high pick and roll and being able to see how Mississippi State plays it. If they switch, back it out and attack the rim. If you're Mississippi State defensively right here, you want to push everything either to the corner or make them throw it over. But you do not give a lob up to the rim or anything inside for an easy basket or a foul to send them to the line.
A game in which Arkansas led by 16 about 10 minutes ago. Middle of the second half, they took their largest lead. Mississippi State clawed all the way back. Wagner's got it now with 6 seconds on the timer. Step back, contested 3, bang!
Wagner knocking down. Reviewing it. Wow. I tell you what, DJ Wagner, throughout the season, the way he's been defended, guys have been going under on the ball screen. DJ Wagner has been inside of that basketball gym and saying, you're not going to keep disrespecting me that way, as he goes 3 for 4 from long range, and what better of a timely 3 right here. No play needs to be called when I'm in my bag and going with the Hogs. DJ Wagner, step back, 3, knocking down.
That is a cold-blooded step-back 3. Now, our officials, by the way, they blew the whistle to go check the timer. So 44.4 now on the game clock. I think they added maybe a second. And so now the tables have turned on the Bulldogs. They find themselves down 3, 44.4 to go. And so there's a lot of ways you could look at the next possession here for Mississippi State.
What I like with Mississippi State is now, look where Hubbard is starting. He's deep in the corner, full length. You want to get the ball handler handling and set a down screen, get him away from the ball, and then bring the action to him. Be prepared for a handoff.
Hubbard closed out on Hubbard with some space, drills it. Oh, the answer. That is a big-time 3. 92-92.
Okay.
With 33.5. Timeout.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, Kel. Okay, I'll take my time then. What you're telling me is you dialed the number, DJ Wagner. I'm asking, what's your phone number? Because I'm going to answer. Whoa, Josh Hubbard. Great job right there being patient. The pass fake got him open. Brazil not up close enough. And Hubbard, he's been doing this since his freshman year. Poke from 3.
This has been a high-level game in terms of shot making offensively. We're even at 92. with 33.7 left. I think they just put a fraction more on the timer here. And so now you've got Arkansas with possession. There's going to be a 3.7-second differential between shot and game clock. You can take it all the way down if you want.
Yeah.
What's John Calipari and the Hogs going to do right here, you think?
Well, I'll tell you what, they would take it as far down as they can get it. I think you see token pressure by Mississippi State to try to take them out of being able to rush up and get into an offensive set. It's going to be interesting. Do they come back out in the zone? But if I'm Arkansas, I'm telling you, I'm not going away from the pick and roll. I understand what it is. I got my playmaker, DJ Wagner, handling it. He's not only being able to create for others, but getting quality shots for himself and able to get to the foul line. The ball, for me, stays in his hands. If they come to help, Nelly Davis or Brazile stretch the floor and knock him down.
What a fantastic second half this has been, really the entire game. Mississippi State led often and early, and then Arkansas took the 1-point lead at the break.
Yeah.
A big-time surge right out of the chute in the second. Put the Hogs ahead by 16 at one point. Mississippi State climbed all the way back. And how about the two latest haymakers, the Wagner 3 and the Hubbard triple, even at 92. Billy Richmond inbounds. You've got Adu, Brazile, Wagner, and Davis out there with them for Arkansas.
See the token pressure right here to slow them up. Try to make them think about it.
Oh, that was a dangerous pass. Brazile, he could lob it up here if he wants. Brazile missed it. Back out to Davis. And so now you got 25 on the game clock. And I think they're going to have to reset the shot clock.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why we have the whistle here.
Yep.
That one clearly hit the rim. And I think they're going to turn the shot clock off. They might shut the shot clock off here after they go to the monitor to review, because that missed layup clearly rolled off the rim here.
And there was only a 3-second difference when the ball was inbounded, so that clearly ran off the clock. Going back to that, Trevor Brazile right there, him and Adu running. I might have lobbed it to Adu on this one, or you got to go finish it. He jumps too high, but defensively, give Cam Matthews credit for making him change in the air and making this a difficult shot. Adu comes up with this rebound. This is key. Me personally, I'm going back up and finishing that. He kicked it out. They want to take the last shot. Okay, understood. Man, 2 feet in the paint. I'm not sure you get a better high percentage shot that close with the seconds waning down in this game.
Just an odd sequence, but Arkansas is going to have possession. First off, you mentioned it before. We got Joe Lindsey, Will Howard, Jason Baker over there. Very quality crew, NCAA tournament caliber crew,
Absolutely.
and they're going to sort out. So you're trying to determine here, when did Adu secure that rebound? Because then
that's your reset
for the total with 20-29. And you know what? Let me correct myself here. So they would reset the shot clock to 20. If it was inside 20 seconds, we would shut the shot clock off here.
The time on the clock will be 25.5 and 16 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, so that's it. Let me correct myself there. Obviously, we did not change possession, and so it would not be shut off inside of 30 seconds. So Arkansas is going to inbound here with 25.5 on the timer and 19 on the shot clock.
Yes. Well, you did tell me.
Or I think 16. Did I hear Joe Lindsey say 16?
16, yep.
So there you go. Yep. Now they put it back to 16. So Arkansas here has got 16 seconds to work to try to take a lead. And you would think if Mississippi State secures the rebound, it would have a chance to respond to whatever happens here.
I wonder, does Mississippi State come out, show zone, and then go on the first pass and go man? It looks like they're manning up right here and just going to match up straight out of bounds.
Same 5 out there. Richmond's got to get it in. Arkansas does have the timeout if they need it. 10 on the shot clock. Arkansas trying to take a lead. This is Davis, covered up by Melendez, 4 to shoot. John L. Davis hands it off. Adu fouled with 11.3 to go. A great shuffle to the big man, and Adu, who is having one of his finest days in a Hog uniform, going to the line.
I love John L. Davis right here, not settling. Melendez, great body contact on the drive, but over the back right there. Claudell Harris, just a little bump, just a little bit of a bump. Now, you expect the big to go up and finish that, but if you hit his hand, that right there can deflect, and that's not gonna fly and not be called a foul.
Adu today, 4 out of 8, hits the critical first one. Arkansas leads, 11.3 to go.
The pressure has come on. Adu has been able to answer the bell.
Rebound to Mississippi State. No timeouts. 8 seconds to play. They got a chance to win it. 5 seconds. This is Kugel. Kugel behind the back. Riley Kugel blocked. 1 second. No! Arkansas hangs on and closes out the regular season with a 93-92 big-time win.
Wow. Wow.
Billy Richmond with the game-saving block. And then after the miss, Arkansas finishes the season 19-12. An inspiring performance by this Hogs team. Short-handed, they get it done today.
Yeah, you look at this right here. Good body, letting them play. Billy Richmond, just a long outstretched arm, able to get the block. Melendez has a chance. Right off. Look at Coach Jans. It's right there. Offensive rebound. He's going up. Kiss off the glass. He works on that so much. Arkansas prevails. Let's go.
And how far will this win go for Arkansas?
That's right.
We will find out. One last ranked victory against a Quadrant 1 opponent for the folks that like to dive into the Q1, Q2 stuff. And Arkansas finishes the season winning 7 of their last 11. They headed to the postseason with momentum.
And ladies and gentlemen, your Saturday has been set. This is the cap off to a season that's been great by the SEC.
For Ron and our crew, I'm Kevin. Let's go to Tennessee and South Carolina coming up.